Welcome, dear Scorpio, to Mermaid Song Tarot. So glad to have you here today. This is a reading for the month of March for all Scorpio signs who are Sun, Moon, and Rising Scorpio signs. You'll want to take a look at the other videos for your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs to get a more clear picture of how the energies are going to affect you in the month of March. As always, I'd like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, and fabulousness. And I ask that the messages that we receive be clear and concise and for the highest good of everyone who watches. As always, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is a general reading for the sign of Scorpio, so not everything is going to resonate with you, and that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. All right, first card is for the element of earth. I do elemental readings to give you an idea of what the energies are. And so for the month of March for Scorpio, we need a card for the element of earth, which represents our resources, all those things that support us, right? I can feel one trying to come out. The cards always go wonkadoo. I only take cards that flip all the way over. And I can, there. It flipped over and it flipped back down. All right, we're not taking you. Too bad, so sad. You got to flip all the way over. Every tarot reader has a different rules for how they like their cards. Some people just pull the cards, and that's great. I like them to flip. Sometimes my hands are fumbly. So, and it flipped over on the floor, but it still flipped over. Okay, so for the element of earth, we've got 9 of Swords. Oh, okay, Scorpio, 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords is a card that is all about, swords is about our thoughts. And in the 9 of Swords, we often see someone who is being kept awake at night by all of their thoughts that are going around and around and causing them a lot of anxiety. Now, I don't think that your anxiety supports you, Scorpio. So the message in this card is time to lose those anxious thoughts. Thoughts that you... If this is thoughts that you've already taken action about, let's say you've already sent out 20 gajillion resumes and you've already, you've put yourself out there in the dating scene, or you've taken the action or the communication to heal a relationship, but you're sitting there worrying about it and nothing has happened. This does not serve you. It's not going to support you. So the energy here is you are going to need to control your thoughts in order to be more supported in the month of March. Okay. Now, the element of air, which is about our thoughts, mental processes, and our communications. So, it's tried. What do we have for Scorpio for the month of March for the element of air, please? Boy, they're all going to land on the floor today for you, Scorpio. I don't know how that happens. All right, you've got the 6 of Cups. This is always a fun card. So the 6 of Cups is a card of innocence. It's a card of celebration. They look like they're having an underwater tea party of some kind. They're just being crazy and silly. Has to do with innocence and that innocent joy, right? It's 6s, so 6s are about triumph and victory. In your thoughts and your communications, you're going to have some really good communications, possibly with some people from your past. And when you're communicating with people, it's going to be with a sense of fun. I like that. All right, so keep it fun, Scorpio. Keep it fun. All right, element of fire is about our passions. The thing that makes us get up in the morning, and it isn't coffee. The thing that drives you. And what actions are you taking towards your desires? So let's have a card for Scorpio for the element of fire, please. And I could feel it coming. All right. We have got the World. Now, the World card is the final card in the major arcana in tarot. And the World speaks about the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. It speaks about all the lessons that you have learned in the previous cycle and how you are carrying those forward into the new cycle. So life is spiral, right? And you come back sometimes to the same issues. But each time you do, if you've been paying attention, you're going to take those lessons and apply it. And so the lesson isn't going to be as hard, right? Until you finally learn everything that you need to learn from the lesson and you move forward. So this is talking about you're at the end of a cycle, Scorpio, and your passionate desire is to start this new beginning, following your heart, because we're talking about fire and actions. So the action that you're going to be taking here is reviewing the lessons that you've learned and how can you apply them moving forward. All right, the element of water has to do with our emotions, our feelings, how we're navigating the energies of not only ourselves, but our family and then the wider world. Okay. And for the water card, you have the death card. Now, the death card is a significant card because it represents change and or transformation. Can mean a death, often does not. Typically, it means a transition of some kind. Of course, death is actually the ultimate transition, and none of us get out of that. However, for you, Scorpio, because you've got the World card here, I see it's we're actually seeing some transition right in the reading, but I feel like this is a transition from a mindset that you have had of anxiety and worry over here at the Nine of Swords. It's time to bring some fun, learn the lessons, make the changes. I like this death card because they're actually helping the sea creatures. So there's an element of take the focus off of yourself and focus more on others. Because this is the card for water, we are talking about a transformation in your feelings. So it's going to be a month where you're just going to be analyzing your feelings and your thoughts, Scorpio. You got some of that hard, deep work to do. Oh boy. March is going to be very transformative. We've gotten a death card for several signs this month. Need a card for spirit, please, for Scorpio. Thank you. Ooh. Okay. So, Four of Cups. Four of Cups. The pity party. Spirit. Spirit always tells me this card is the pity party. It's being self-centered, right? He's got 3 cups here. He's drowning his sorrows. And here comes a lovely mermaid with a 4th cup to offer to him. But he's not paying attention. He's so wound up in what he's moaning and whinging on about that he doesn't even see her. So the message from Spirit is pay attention. Time to pay attention. Quit focusing on yourself quite so much. Focus on what's around you and focus primarily on the opportunities that are around you. There are opportunities for you, Scorpio, if you just look, and you're going to be able to focus on these when you process the lessons that you've learned from the World card from your previous cycle, your previous lessons that you've had. Overall, okay, Scorpio, I'm not going to lie. It's probably going to be a bit of a bumpy ride for you in March. You've got a lot of deep shadow work that you're going to be working on, and it may feel a little like upheaval. Don't worry, you've got this. Try to inject some fun into your month, and it's all going to work out. The universe has your back. You know it. Okay, if this reading resonated with you, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. And, of course, subscribe so that you can receive notifications of future videos from Mermaid Song Tarot. Thank you so much for being here, and many blessings.